I now want to invite the presidential pretender, and by pretender you should understand what I mean by that word. Doesn't mean you have no chance. The claimant to the presidency, the distinguished senator of Busia, my own younger brother. Mr. Speaker, the House does not know, this guy has, before he came here, he helped me a lot to succeed as chairman of public accounts because he could give me information that I used to pin government down when I was the chairman in my other life. Welcome to second me, the Senator of Busia.
Senator Okiyah Omtatah.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to second this very important motion. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, the motion was passed last time, but due to budgetary constraints, the Senate was unable to go and sit in Busia. This time, I hope we'll not hit the same boulder or the same iceberg, but as the indomitable bullfighter, the Honorable Senator from Kakamega has said, it will be an important experience for the Senate to go and sit in this town, Busia town, and see the countryside and sample what this country has in that part of the world. And then you will also understand the impact of the politics of marginalization on communities. Because Busia has got some facilities that are not even available in the entire region. For example, Busia has got cave paintings, prehistoric cave paintings in Kakapel. I hope the Senate will go there and see for itself that we have got prehistoric cave paintings that were done by those prehistoric human beings, but the area is hardly developed, is hardly utilized. If you look at similar sites in Namibia, which I think is the nearest comparison, you will not believe what is happening. Many people will be surprised, many senators will be surprised to learn that Busia has got a big lake, Lake Victoria. And I would love for people to visit the Samia and Bunyala regions of Busia, and especially look at the road transport, the water transport, and how neglected it is. You will notice that it is quite a Herculean task for people to move from one island to another. They will also be able to witness the silting that has brought a lot of flooding to the region, whereby the rivers don't flow into the lake. We'll also be able to look at areas like, again, according to the maps by Carlo, hardship areas in Busia, in Bunyala, in Samia, and in Teso North. These are hardship areas which have been clearly indicated to be hardship areas, yet the people who are sent to work there are never paid those hardship allowances. The schools don't get those hardship allowances. And so people will come and see for themselves the kind of challenges we have in a land of plenty, or a land of huge potential. People will also come and see the destruction of wetlands as a result of sugarcane farming. And I hope we also look at the River Yala, the Yala swamp, which we are told is about 17,000 hectares, 11,000 of which are in Busia, 6,000 in Siaya, but all decisions governing the swamp are made largely in Siaya, with Busia left holding the short end of the stick. So we would also come, and it will be a good opportunity because in terms of service delivery, the county is not performing very well. And the Senate sitting in Busia will help us audit and ferret out some of the issues that are leading to underdevelopment. I have finished a forensic audit of the 2022-2023 financial year in Busia. I don't know if there's any other senator in this house who does forensic audits of their counties. I've done that forensic audit. I will be releasing the results tomorrow. But the picture is sad. In terms of public money, Busia is a crime scene. It's a crime scene to the extent that there's a lot of abuse of public funds given to the county government. And I hope that when the Senate comes to Busia, the governor and his team, it will hold their feet to the fire so that we can get some accountability on the ground. You will see for yourselves the level of underdevelopment. Even right down in the city center, when it rains, you need gumboots to move around. You realize that. You'll see the airport that Senior has referred to, where the airplane crashed. It was grabbed. I'm right now litigating in court to get it back. And I'm happy to report that my litigation was made a bit easy when Mr. Muturi Justin was the AG. Because before that, the Office of the Attorney General was supporting the grabbers. But when Mr. Muturi came in, he gave the correct record and we are waiting for a verdict in court. In fact, the hearing is on Wednesday over that airstrip. You will see that the airstrip has been grabbed. You will see the congestion of the trucks, the one-stop border point. Yes, it came. You will stand on the Kenyan side, and as the crow flies, look across the border to the Ugandan side. And you'll wonder why the Ugandan side infrastructure is much superior to the Kenyan side, yet the financials was the same, and the allocations were the same. It's a very sad situation for us, because even when you drive to Namanga, you see the kind of, and then you cross over to Tanzania, and you see that was the funding by the same developer, and you'll find that the road on the Kenyan side is narrower, it's full of potholes. On the Tanzanian side, the road has been done according to the textbook. So you'll see that in Malaba and in Busia. There is also a border crossing point in Busia that was gazetted years ago. We are having a webinar today. People from Busia were discussing it. It was gazetted. The Ugandan side have done the infrastructure. The Kenyan side is nothing. It would have helped ease the congestion that we usually experience in those towns. So you wonder what is happening and why did we gazette those kind of things. It's also been noted that Busia is the only part of Kenya that had the great apes. or in Swahili they are called sokwemutu. The great apes in Atasoid are called Ichom. And there's a place called Ngelechom, we are in the land of the great apes. When you look at it, sometime in 1952, the colonial government excised some lands, about 300 acres, for the preservation of the apes. That land has been encroached on, all the trees have been cut away. The apes have moved to Uganda, to the wind impenetrable forest. They have abandoned Kenya. You will see that vast land sitting there, and maybe the Senate will have a chance to look at it and say, what do we do with this land? I've been engaged in a very active recovery of that land, trying to push away the encroachers who wanted to turn it into sugarcane farms. And these are the unique things, because people are going to Uganda to see great apes. We had them in Kenya, but we have not just looked after them. Now look at what kind of potential is that for tourism. You have a lake, you have prehistoric sites, you have got the great apes, but the place is that poor. Nobody cares about it. Some of these things don't require the guidance. Some of these things are national. The governor just came in the other day. We have had independence from 1963. Why were they not developed like other parts of the country? Yeah, was it an idle talk when Idi Amin said that the border of Uganda is in Naivasha? It was not. Because that area was totally neglected. So we need to look at historical injustice. Of course, the governors have committed their sins. But their sins are not the original sin. Their sins are basically transactional. They are not structural. We have structural sins in this country that need to be addressed. So when you come to Busia, you'll be able to see what we are talking about. Of course, the governor will have to be held to account, and I will want them to hold him to account. And as I said, I'll be releasing my report, my forensic audit report tomorrow, and you'll see what I've unearthed. And I will urge every senator to try and do the same, to try and do forensic audits on the accounts of their county governments. And you'll see the kind of problems we are facing. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm really excited, I'm really happy, and I'm prepared to host the people of Kenya in Busia. And by the Senate going to Busia, it underscores my statement that no senator is a senator of a county. Senators are senators of the Republic of Kenya, but they come from counties. Yeah. In fact, nominated to have bigger constituencies. So, when we come to Busia, you will be coming as senators of Kenya to Busia, but Mr. Speaker, sir, you will come as a senator of Kenya from the great people of Meru. You will not come like the Senate of Meru. In your oath of office, Meru never appeared. But in your governor's oath of office, Meru appears. So when you come, you are coming as a national leader with the full rights to be in Busia as the senator of the Republic of Kenya from Meru. And you can ask any question. That's why it's very important that this House adopts the correct phraseology when referring to senators, and the National Assembly does equally the same. This business of saying that Senator of Nandi, how Cherargei is a senator of Kenya. He only comes from Nandi. But as a senator of Kenya, when he votes here, he makes a law that covers the whole country. If he blocks a law here, the entire country does not get that law. So we must get the correct physiology to give ourselves the mindset to understand who we are. We cannot deliver on our mandate if we don't know who we are. We are not village boys. So by coming to Busia, you'll be coming as senators of the Republic of Kenya who have got every right to be in Busia and to exercise authority. My governor of Busia cannot even go and say anything in Siaya. He's a foreigner there. But Cherargei can go to Wajir and Gorge and charge and grow and do everything else to do there. So let us get the correct physiology of who we are. And this is an opportunity to understand that. I really get offended when we talk of a senator of Nairobi. How? Mr. Sifuna, yes, the things he does in this country is for the whole country, it's for the whole nation. He just happens to come from Nairobi, but he's a senator of the Republic of Kenya. My member of parliament, the local area where I come from, Teso South, is called Madam Honorable Mary Maze. She is a member of parliament of the Republic of Kenya, but from Teso South. We must get that phraseology to give us that national outlook. Otherwise, we begin looking, pigeonholing when we look at the problems of this country. We must stand on the balcony as national leaders and have a world view that is not restrained by choosing to stand in your small villages. So I welcome you to the county of Busia, and Mr. Sifuna has just walked in. I'm saying that I said that in Busia, we have got everything that this country needs. But because of our bad politics and history, the original sin of this country, we were marginalized, and even the great apes we had, with a complete park for the apes, is no longer have moved to Bwindi impenetrable forest in Uganda, because nobody cared about them. Now the land has become a grazing site. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, also I say that this idea, this concept of the Senate choosing to sit in counties is absolutely important, as it gives that county or the people of Kenya to understand that we are one country, we are one nation. We just have regions and what have you, but we are one people, we are one nation, and I'll welcome you. My brother says I don't work presidential. When you come to Busia, I may even be imperial. I may even be imperial, but I'll work presidential. So most welcome, I'm most happy, I'm excited, and I hope my governor too will be excited, and we will together be able to host the great people of Kenya. And I know when you come to Busia, all the assets that you'll carry to the assembly, whatever will be left there. So Busia will be the richer. And MCS will be the richer, and all of us will be the richer. So Mr. Speaker, sir, with those few remarks, I support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Okiyah Omtatah. Thank you for seconding. But